Hello, my friends. How are you? I hope you're doing fantastically fabulous. And if you're not doing fantastically fabulous, then I hope that your spirits will help you do better in the future because you're really, really disappointing the Witchy Show with your non-fabulousness. Okay? Just just putting it out there for you. You are deeply, deeply offending the Witchy Show. So the Witchy Show is here today to offend you. And I want to talk to you about weight loss spells and magic. I actually just learned on TikTok that Joey Morris wants to do some TikTok series at the time of this recording around weight loss and magic and documenting her journey, I think. I didn't watch the whole TikTok. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person. And I think that's fantastic. I think incorporating magic into things like personal growth, whether it be physical, emotional, mental, sexual, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I think that's fantastic. And I do that with the Grimoire series. And I do that with a lot of things in my life, specifically around money, because I'm poor. Now, where I see an issue with people incorporating magic into their journey, whether it be you're losing weight, or you're changing your mindset, or you're saving money, or you're finding a job, whatever it is, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, when you're incorporating magic into it, but you're not doing it, you're like, what? Okay, let's use weight loss as the example here, okay? So you're 553 pounds and horribly obese, and you want to change your life. And you want to be a healthier person for your grandbabies. I don't know, maybe you have children. I've been seeing a lot of this in witchcraft groups on Facebook, where a lot of people are like, oh my god, contact me now for your weight loss spell, or I'll help you with weight loss by casting magic. And I'm sorry, but overnight, you are not going to go from 563 pounds down to a measly 120 pounds, okay? It doesn't work that way. And I think a lot of us know that, but there's a lot of people, especially in Facebook groups, that when I argue this, I'm like, it doesn't work overnight. I'm sorry, you're wrong. Your spell is fraudulent. This is a scam. These people just rage. And then the rest of the group rage. It's like triggering. Oh my God. And they're like, oh, you don't know my magic. I've had great success. Okay, so I'm 854 pounds, and you're gonna make me 120 pounds up? Yes. Are you, like, on your knees for Satan? Is that how this is working? Because this isn't Sabrina. It doesn't work that way. You have to do the work as well, is the point of this rambling, nonsensical, possibly racist behavior, okay? You have to do the work. You have to put the work in yourself. You have to be a human, and you have to make mistakes, and you have to put the work in, right? Like, you can't sit there and be 563 pounds eating bonbons and, like, light a candle that says a weight loss on it and be like, I'm gonna be so thin soon with your 5 chins, okay? It doesn't work that way. Congrats on having 5 chins, by the way, but it doesn't work that way, right? You have to do the work. You have to get off the couch. You have to start exercising. You have to change your diet. You should probably see a doctor if you're that obese, but right, like, you have to, right? You should see a doctor regardless, but you should, get the medical facts in order and then start a plan and incorporate your magic into that, okay? It's kind of like and this is kind of how I like to incorporate magic into the things that I'm doing. I don't incorporate the magic until I'm actually doing the thing that I want to do. Okay, so I'm not gonna run to the altar and cast a, oh my god, I need a job spell when I haven't been looking for jobs. No, I put like a week's worth of energy into looking for jobs because that's building the energy, that's manifesting, that's proving to the universe that this is my true desire, my true will, my true intentions. Okay. And then I will incorporate magic into it. So like for something like if I was doing like a weight loss thing, honey, I don't need to lose weight, but if I was, I would do the work first. I would start going to the gym. I would start changing my diet. I would start the actual mundane process of changing myself. And then maybe like a week or two into it is when I would start bringing the magic in and being like, this is what, you know, like I want some help from the god or goddess, motivation maybe, or help me with my willpower or whatever it might be. I don't know. I've never incorporated magic into weight loss. I didn't think you could. But apparently you can, and all the power to you people. But remember, you also have to do the mundane, and I think a lot of people don't know what the mundane is. They think, oh, I'm just gonna start doing magic and I'll start a food journal or a calorie journal or whatever. And they don't. Or they do it for a week or whatever. And yeah, we're all human, right? Like we're gonna fall on and off a diet, and you know, it's all about our commitment and our willpower and how badly do we want this. But I think if you are at the stage, if you've started this journey and you're at the stage where you're like, you know, I want to incorporate magic, I want to bring magic into this, then I think you're at that stage where you know that you're going to be committed to this. I don't think I would incorporate magic into something that I was doing if I wasn't going to stay committed to it. And the types of magics that you could do, I don't know specifically for weight loss, but the types of candles, if I was using candle magic, would be these types. The big, thick, tall, huge candles. And the reason why is because, and I wouldn't get IKEA candles. I mean, if that's all you can afford, girl, you buy IKEA candles, okay? Don't you be going and spending money on things you can't damn well afford. But I would look for these types of candles or the mason jar candles. Big, thick, gonna take 8, 10, 12, 24, you know, many hours, many days to burn. And you're gonna burn them like regular candles. You can dress them up, you can put your intentions in, but then you're gonna burn them like regular candles. You put them out when you would put out regular candles. Don't treat it, aside from dressing it and putting intentions into it, don't treat it like a spell candle. Treat it like a regular candle and light it every time that you're going to do something for your weight loss. Maybe you've got one of those treadmills in your house, right? So you would light this specific candle that's to help you with whatever it is in your weight loss journey. And while you're doing those things that are attributing to helping you lose weight, the intentions from this, the magic from this will feed off of the energy that you're putting into the space. That's what I would do. When you are working things that are long term, this is when you could go to kings. Okay, like especially like if you're working with demons, you can go to kings. I believe it's also dukes. I believe you can go to dukes. Maybe it's princes. Or no, it's knights. Is it knights or is it dukes? Are they the same thing? I'm forgetting. But I believe it's dukes. Do your research. I believe it's dukes and kings as well, because they are the types of demons that are really great at working long-term goal magic. Okay, if you want to use tarot card type of magic, you would use don't use the Knight of Swords because that's rushing the situation. I would use things like the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Aces, because you're beginning, you want to keep that going. Maybe they're crossed with, or they are crossing a 10 of whatever suit it is that you're attributing to your life. Your life journey, goal thing that you're working on long term. So like if you're buying a new house, right? Like you want to buy a new house, you might use like aces and twos and threes of pentacles and twos and threes of cup, or not cups, wands, and maybe a 9 of wands as well. Or is it the 8 of wands? I think it's the 8 of wands. Maybe it's the 9 of wands. No, it's the 8 of wands. And you'd use the 8 of wands because you're putting energy into this thing, right? Like, right? And you'd work with like a king, and it'd be a long-term, 6-month, year-long type thing. And that's where a lot of these types of candles would come in, because they're very good for working long-term magic. Jar candles, big, thick jar candles. And again, these aren't the types of candles that you would burn and just leave burning forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, right? Until they burn themselves out. These are the types of candles that you would treat like regular candles. You would only really light them when you're working magics pertaining to the thingamabobber that it is that you're trying to attain long-term. Okay. So I hope that gives you some ideas, some tips, and some tricks, and some blah blahs. And I don't remember what we were talking about anymore because I have smoked one too many bowls today. So I do know that I love all of you, though.